Hectic.
Welcome back to it. You are still tuned in to Hectic 99. Now, before the break, we got into our viewers' choice topic, talk show topic for today, which is teenage pregnancy, you guys. Now, our viewer Mimosa Prudence Mufukeng also mentioned that why is it that girls always take on the responsibility of taking care of the child? But before we get into this topic, I think that it's important that we note that this is not always the case. There are fathers who take care of their children either alone or they co-parent with the mother. Okay, so why is it, do you think that it's unbalanced that the girls usually take on most of the responsibility when it comes to taking care of the child?
I feel like as a teenage mother, you know, mothers have that nurturing element to them, so that's why the girls take responsibility, full responsibility of the child. But I do also feel like there are teenage dads who step up to the plate and say, you know, I'm going to take care of this baby with the mother, alongside the mother, and, you know, guide my child as well.
Okay, so what do you have to say?
Ja, dis wel die meisie wat die baba dra.
Ja.
En dis wel die pa se verantwoordelikheid om ook sy deel te doen aan hulle kindjie wat hulle dra. So ek voel dat daar nie onbalanceerd moet wees tussen die twee nie. Want al twee het tog 'n saak in die verhouding om voort te bring.
Yeah, I think that she meant that there's an imbalance in the sense that the girl actually has to carry and give birth, and she may have to give up whatever career path she's on at that moment. But for guys, he can continue with his life and maybe not even acknowledge the kid if he wants to. So what do you guys have to say about that situation?
I think if you think about it also in the cultural context, in a lot of families, in a lot of black African families, you find that the boy or the man has to then stay through school so that he can make sure that he has a job right afterwards, to take care of the child, however old they had the child, however old he was when they had the child. And in different cultures, I guess the idea is different of what you should do when such happens.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, we need to take a lot of things into context because it's different for different people.
Okay, so Olivia, in your expert opinion, how should the father incorporate himself in terms of actually taking care of the child and playing an active role in this situation?
In this kind of situation, the father is actually put in a difficult situation because he is not going to be experiencing, as you said, all of the physical changes that the girl might be experiencing. So he may feel left out and he may be sidelined during the whole process. And then at the same time, he may be getting pressure from society, from friends, from family, that he is the male and he should be providing, whether it's financially and emotionally and in terms of his time, towards the child. But realistically speaking, this is still a young boy who's still at school. So he has to focus on his education and he has to also consider all of these contextual factors that are playing and actually seek help or speak to somebody who can guide him and help him process those emotions so that he can actually be available for the child emotionally and time as well, depending on his schedule. But I think the most important thing is communication between the families and just building a really good support system and having people understand his situation.
Yeah, I think that what we can all take from this is that in the case of an unplanned pregnancy, it's important to have a good support system and to also realize that there is a future for both parents after the child. But let's cross on over to Mbasa.
That's right, man. There's always a plan, you know, regardless of what happens in your life, guys. Don't make any harsh decisions regardless of what happens in your life. Please keep the conversation going on Facebook and Twitter. The hashtag is my choice. If you guys have any motivation for us or any questions, then please do send them through. Thank you very much to our panel. So please, guys, keep that conversation going.
Hectic.